What uniqueness means to me is taking all the inspiration that the world gives you and making it your own without any concessions. Uniqueness is important because it shows identity. In a world where they all rather have us be robots, I feel like uniqueness is your passport of showing that you're human. The bathtub is unique because it doesn't make any concessions. It stands in the middle of the city like a UFO, making sure that everyone turns his head around and looks at it.
We are Teijin Group. 15 years ago, we began working with the Stedelijk Museum Amsterdam to create one of the most unique forms in museum architecture. 2022 marks the 10-year anniversary of the opening of the modern wing and the famous structure affectionately nicknamed the Bathtub. Designed by Bentham Crowell architects, the realization of the Bathtub's famous façade was only made possible through the unique properties of Teijin Group's high-performance fibers. In its first 10 years, the Bathtub has certainly stirred debate. Some love it, some hate it. A neutral opinion is uncommon, but whatever the opinion, it is always considered unique, not only in the city, but globally too. To celebrate this first decade, we asked a few people familiar with the structure to share their opinion on what makes the Bathtub so unique. But first, a little about our romance with the Stedelijk Museum. It started in 2007 as the biggest renovation since the museum's opening was just getting underway. Teijin Group is a 104-year-old Japanese company with subsidiaries in many countries. Amongst other things, we're experts in the field of chemistry and material technology. So we were the ideal partner when the museum sought to recapture its key position in the art world with a daring architectural statement. Today, our collaboration is regarded at Teijin Group as a shining example of innovation and positive community participation.
What makes the Bathtub so unique is Teijin made the impossible possible. We went through an intensive R&D process and met the highest demands in sustainability, maintenance, and absolutely minimal thermal expansion. We also combined two high-performance fibers, Twaron and Tenax, from two separate Teijin companies to construct the 185 separate panels that form this seamless structure. It's uniquely beautiful, and as you can see, it works beautifully too. The Bathtub has technology built in. In these skins, the resin expands with rising temperature, while the Tenax carbon fibers and the Twaron aramid fibers contract. So the whole structure only expands 1 millimeter with every degree of temperature rise, staying smooth and pristine at all times.
Whether it's a uniqueness in a person, in an object, in art or a story, I think authenticity is the base of uniqueness. Personally, I love the way it works with the old building. While they're super contrasting, they came together like one. And I think that's very unique in this design.
Why is uniqueness important? I think it's the only way, individually or collectively, you can kind of push things forward and progress life and the world and culture. What makes the Bathtub so unique? It clashes with its environment.
My name is Ryan Wolfs. I'm the director of the Stedelijk Museum Amsterdam, and I'm standing here in front of my museum, so to say. It's the only 21st century landmark here in the center of Amsterdam, more or less. The Stedelijk Museum is a very unique museum. It's unique in its content, but since we built this bathtub, it's also unique in its image in terms of architecture. It's a bold gesture, a gesture which not everybody likes, but a whole lot of people do like it. And always when people are discussing a museum, I think that's the best thing which can happen. Not everybody should love a museum, but a lot of people should talk about it.
What makes the bathtub unique is that it really stands out from the environment that it's in. The environment is really classic, old-fashioned, and this is really tight. So yeah, that makes it different, which I like.
Teijin are unceasingly proud of the bathtub and our collaboration with Stedelijk Museum Amsterdam. We feel strongly that we share values and passion for sustainability, innovation and society.
In the last 10 years, over 6 million people have visited the museum, and tens of thousands more pass by each day. Amsterdam is where unique happens and is shared with the world. We're honored to have helped continue that tradition and hope people enjoy the bathtub for many more years to come.
Ik verdwijn, ik blijf liever niet hier. Dus als je mij zoekt, vind je me niet. Ik verdwijn, ik blijf liever niet hier. Dus als je mij zoekt, vind je me niet. Ik ben